What if you could transform that standard version of Windows 11, loaded with unnecessary apps, widgets, and constant notifications, into a clean, minimalist, and optimized version? All with just a few clicks and keeping those unnecessary apps off your PC, even during Windows updates. Today we will explore a new application from the influencer and YouTuber called WinEnhance. This tool will allow you to do everything we mentioned and more. In this video, I will take you through a demonstration of the first release of WinEnhance. I will show you exactly how it works, and at the end of the video, I will teach you everything. To access and start using WinEnhance, upon launching it, you will receive a warning message indicating that you agree to use it at your own risk. If you click Continue, it will notify you that a backup of your registry has been created, indicating the path where it is saved. This file can be used to restore the registry if necessary. Once you click Accept, WinEnhance will start and show you the user interface on its first launch, which looks like this. Keep in mind that this might change in future versions, but for now, this is how it looks. You will find a software and application screen, an optimized screen, a customized screen, and an about screen. But let's start with the software and applications section. You will see that there are two sections. The software section, which is collapsed by default. If you open it, you will find options to install the Microsoft Store, Winget or Wing, some browsers, as well as OneDrive and Xbox. We will get to that in a moment. WinEnhance has been developed to work alongside the WinInstall project method that we've seen on the channel, to facilitate unattended Windows installation and reinstall applications on your PC. For now, we will focus on the removal of Windows applications. To explain what happens here, you will see some checkboxes that you can use. You have a checkbox, Select All, which marks all the options, but also gives you control over what you want to remove from your system. Additionally, I have added a checkbox for bloatware, and by hovering over the tooltip, you can see what I consider unnecessary bloatware. I have also disabled some legacy features. You might have noticed that Microsoft Edge and OneDrive are also here. Copilot is part of the bloatware. Now, what about the Notes bloat? Why remove it? If you want to uninstall it, simply right-click and uninstall it. To demonstrate, I will uncheck the calculator box. Thus, it will remain when reinstalling the system, but I will remove all the NAS ones. When clicking on Remove Applications, there will be warnings, like with Microsoft Edge, as it could cause system instability. You decide if you want to remove it. You will see status updates at the top and the desktop icon will be removed. Once completed, you will see that it has been successfully removed. And here's the important part. A startup task is created to prevent Edge from reinstalling. If you have any issues, you can simply delete this task in the task scheduler. I will demonstrate this part later in the video. Now, let's click on OK. The next to be removed is OneDrive. It will ask if you want to clean the folders on your computer related to OneDrive. If you have used OneDrive and saved files there and still want to have access to those files on your PC, you should not clean those folders. But since I don't use OneDrive at all, I will also clean them. Then, a startup task is created to prevent OneDrive from reinstalling, which I will also demonstrate later in the video. Next, it will process all the other checkboxes, giving you a warning again, asking if you are sure. I will click Yes and proceed to remove all the packages. You will see the status at the top, and once finished, you will see that all the applications have been removed. Once again, a startup task has been created to remove all bloatware packages. By clicking OK, we will proceed with the rest of the applications. If you check the Start menu, you will see that only a few applications remain, like LinkedIn. This will disappear upon restarting, but if you look at all the applications, the calculator is still there because we deselected it. So it will remain in the system. We did not remove Notepad or the Windows terminal, but all other removable applications have been deleted, including Microsoft Edge and OneDrive. If we go to the Installed Applications section, you will see that they are no longer there. Now we move on to the Optimize tab, which is the first version with some options here. If you open the Windows Security Settings menu, you will see my UAC notification level, and you can set it to low, moderate, or high moderate in the default Windows settings. Now, personally, I like to have it on low, so I will set it to low and keep it that way. Next, we have the Windows Security switch. We can enable or disable this feature, and if you hover over the information icon, you will see exactly what it does. However, I want to start by saying that I do not recommend disabling Windows Security. But I do not recommend disabling Windows Security. I recommend leaving everything in the default settings. This was added because people requested it, but I am not going to demonstrate this right now. I want to move on to the other sections. Privacy settings, game optimizations, Windows updates, power settings, scheduled tasks, and Windows services. If you want to know what each of these checkboxes does, you can hover over the information icon and see exactly what each one does. I am not going to go over each entry in this video. You can open the applications and take a look for yourself. The game optimizations are nothing extraordinary. As a demonstration, I am going to select all these checkboxes. I will click, and it will process all the registry entries. Then, it will set up the scheduled tasks and Windows services. So, once this action is completed, you will see that the version of the Windows settings in Windows, which is quite modern, will no longer be there. Can you open the applications? This also applies to diagnostics, feedback, and all these other entries. If we go to Windows Update and check the settings, you will notice that some options are no longer available. Also, if we go to Advanced Options, you will see that some settings have been disabled, including delivery optimization. Regarding the power settings, if we go to System and then Power, you will see that the maximum power plan has been imported, and all the settings have been configured to Never, so that your device does not go into sleep mode or shut down. The device will not shut down automatically. As for scheduled tasks, simply disable many of them so they do not start automatically. And do the same with Windows services. Disable some and set others to manual where possible. If you want to reset some of these settings to the default values, you can simply select the corresponding checkbox or click the Defaults button and then restart your computer for the changes to take effect. Just to show you, in the privacy settings, if we go to privacy and security in general, you will see that everything has been activated again. The dark mode has been deactivated. I am using the light mode, and the dark mode has been activated. It will also ask me if I want to change the wallpaper to a dark-themed one. If you have a wallpaper that you don't want to change, you can simply click No, and the wallpaper you have will remain. Now I have the dark mode activated with transparency effects. If you want to switch back to light mode, you can use the slider, but I will keep the dark mode activated and change the wallpaper to the dark-themed one. Then, we can continue and review other checkboxes. Here I have entries for the taskbar, the Start menu, Windows Explorer, Notifications, Sounds, Accessibility, and Search. You can start the utility and read each of these tips to know exactly what they do. As a demonstration, I will select all and click Apply. The customizations will be completed and you will see that everything has been unpinned. You should have configured File Explorer to open on this PC instead of the Quick Access panel. You will also notice that the gallery and start icons have disappeared. There are many other things that were also applied to the Explorer. I recommend you check the video to see exactly what was applied. As for the notifications, they are also disabled, but they will only apply after a restart. Additionally, I have included some sound and accessibility optimizations. And searches will only be displayed in other entries. You won't notice visible changes in Windows, but you can check the tip to see what happened with those settings. Now, before restarting, let's go to the Optimize section again to disable the Windows Security Suite. This way, you can see that Windows Security is working correctly. This is the default Windows Security Center. When you activate it, you will receive a security warning informing you that the system will be vulnerable. If you click Yes, you will receive a final confirmation asking if you are sure you want to proceed. If you decide to continue, the system will apply these changes. You will see that PowerShell executes the necessary commands. Once finished, a restart will be required. After the restart, we will review how Windows looks, and the first thing we will check is Windows Security. You can see that it is not open in the system tray. If we go to All Apps, you will still have the Windows Security entry. If you start it, you will only see a black screen. It is not working and its functions have been disabled or removed. I am going to enable it again, but I just wanted to show you this. If you take a look at the Start menu, you should also have pinned Settings and File Explorer. I just quickly installed Firefox using Winget and then downloaded the Xbox installer, OneDrive settings, and Microsoft Edge. I want to show what will happen if you reinstall these applications, or during a Windows update, and restart your PC. I want to demonstrate if they will be automatically removed and what to do to prevent it. So we have Edge, OneDrive, and the Xbox app installed again. Once your PC restarts and the scheduled tasks run, you'll see those applications get uninstalled. the Microsoft Edge icon will reappear and OneDrive will still be there, but the scheduled task will continue working to uninstall it. So once the bloatware removal task has run, you'll also see that the Xbox app was uninstalled. Microsoft Edge, OneDrive, and the Xbox app are automatically removed due to the scheduled tasks and scripts that run when you restart your PC. If you want to prevent that from happening, you can open the task scheduler and delete those scheduled tasks. But I suggest that when you want to use any of those applications, you simply use the Install Software section. If you decide to use Microsoft Edge, you can install it using winget install Microsoft Edge. This will remove the removal script and the scheduled task, preventing it from being uninstalled automatically. Once reinstalled, it will open in Edge Web View. Additionally, I want to show you that the scheduled task to remove Microsoft Edge has been deleted. Now, upon restarting your PC, Microsoft Edge will remain installed. Another application I reinstalled was Microsoft Store, and it also uninstalls automatically. If you manage to reinstall it, perhaps using the Xbox app, try reinstalling Microsoft Store using this method. This will remove the bloatware removal script. This reviews some methods to reinstall the Microsoft Store on your system. It is now scanning because it should be downloading silently in the background. If the installation is successful, you will see that it is installed, along with its version. If not, it will prompt you to use the Xbox app for Windows. By clicking on this install button, the Microsoft Store entry will be removed from the bloatware removal script. Even after a restart, it will remain installed. Before restarting, I will try to enable the Windows security switch again and reset it to the default settings, so that we can see that it has been enabled. Then, upon restarting, we will check that the Windows Security Suite, Microsoft Edge, and Microsoft Store remain installed. After the restart, Microsoft Edge remains installed because the scheduled task no longer runs to remove it. In the Start menu, we see that Microsoft Store is still installed and we can use it, as it is also not being automatically removed. If you want to remove something again, you can run the removal functions in winget uninstall, and they will be removed. Scheduled tasks and scripts will also be created to keep them off your system. Now, the last thing I want to show is how to reinstall Microsoft Edge and, then install the updates. If we look at the updates on this PC, it was a fresh installation of Windows 11 24H2. I paused the updates to avoid downloading any of the feature updates. I'm going to reset the Windows Update settings to the default values and install Microsoft Edge. Then, I will let all available updates install, restart the PC, and check if applications like OneDrive or Microsoft Edge reinstall with the Windows updates. Once the updates are installing, I will show you that the default settings have been restored in the Windows Security Center. All virus, threat protection, and firewall have been enabled again. So if at any point you disable it and want to reset it to the default values, you can use this tool. Now that the updates have finished installing, let's restart to complete the process. After the restart, I am surprised to see that Microsoft Edge was not reinstalled as part of the update, which is unusual. Upon reviewing all the applications, we can confirm that none of the bloatware has been reinstalled. If we go to Settings and return to Windows Update, you can see that it is enabled. It seems that the updates did not reinstall any bloatware, and the applications that were selected to be removed remain absent. This indicates that Windows 11 24H2 may offer a cleaner, bloatware-free experience. If you want to know how to access this tool, you can find a link to the GitHub page in the video description. On the page, you will find usage instructions and the necessary command. You just need to open Windows PowerShell or the terminal as an administrator, copy the command from the GitHub page, and paste it. Make sure to have script execution enabled, which is also explained on the page. Then you can execute the command. And with this, we have reached the end of our journey. We have explored how to keep your Windows 11 clean and free of bloatware, ensuring that your system runs optimally and efficiently. Remember, you can always rely on powerful tools to customize and optimize your experience. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it. See you in the next tutorial, where we will continue discovering the secrets of technology together. Until next time, Omicron community.
I'm not surprised anymore. I think you all, the community, feel the same. Right now, I have the equalizer at full volume. If you don't know, I've had a sore throat for a week now, and I'm just starting to recover. I'm practically shouting to record this message. But if it weren't for Sul, the truth is this tutorial wouldn't have been iconic and valuable for all of you. Sol, partner and co-pilot, thank you so much for this entire experience. And well, guys, more videos like this will be coming soon. And well, the ball is now in your court, Sol. Thank you very much. Come on, boss. Go to what you've built.
You're welcome, Victor. I hope you feel better soon. It's always a pleasure to help you. Take good care of yourself.